Matt, have you been playing a lot of Wordle?
I have been. Yeah, I've been doing it daily for a bit now. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Did you start?
I did, and I think I got the generic version. Which one did I get? I got the Word Us.
Oh.
And I don't know why I got that one, but I don't mind it because I can play over and over and over and over and over, but I can't share it.
Yeah, what's the point?
Last night I was going to share it with you that I got it on the third try, and it was like, nope, can't share it. I was like, well, I'm going to keep playing though. So scratch that itch, I can keep playing.
So you're using one of the knockoff ones because we had mentioned that it's like, oh, okay, which one is the actual Wordle, which is the canonical Wordle, because all the different knockoffs that came out. And searching for it again, it's the one at powerlanguage.co.uk. But your complaint was, well, you only get one a day.
Yeah.
Right? So this would allow you with the various different knockoffs to do a bunch of other ones.
Right. A bunch of other puzzles. Here's some others, though. If you like Wordle, but you want to try something different, Letterdle.
Letterdle?
Is Letterdle.
Okay.
It's a daily game like Wordle, but you're just trying to guess one letter.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. There's Sweardle, which is like Wordle, but it's only 4-letter words. And yes, you guessed it, they are swear words.
Now, how much longevity could there be to such a game like that?
I agree. That was
so
my
many.
question. I've yet to play that one. It sounds intriguing, though.
Have you heard of Loodle yet?
No.
Lewdle. It's all lewd words.
Oh.
I think it's 5 letters. So a lot of that's going to be like slang that you would see on Urban Dictionary.
Oh, it's not going to be like poops.
Could be.
Okay.
Could be. I don't know. I haven't played that one yet.
Because I wondered if poop is like a sweardle or if it's more of a loodle.
I would say it's probably more of a Loodle, given the choice, because it's not a swear.
Nope.
Okay.
Hello Wordle. It's like Wordle, but you can play more than once a day with up to 11 letters long. I would think 11 letters would be really hard.
Yeah, it seems tough, even though the number of 11-letter words is far fewer than the number of 5-letter words. That's how big. That's what. See, after talking about all these, Wordle is 5 letters, right? Yeah.
5, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Absurdle. This one, Absurdle, it's like Wordle, but the computer doesn't want you to get it right. You literally can't on your first guess, because instead of starting with a single word for you to guess, it's starting with every word in its head.
Okay, it breaks my brain.
I know.
Can you say it one more time?
You literally can't on your first guess, because instead of starting with a single word for you to guess, it's starting with every word in its head. So the computer doesn't want you to win.
I'm too dumb, apparently, to even understand the concept of this.
Okay. We'll move on.
Okay.
Squirtle. Like Wordle, but you're trying to guess names of Pokemon characters.
All right. I could see that appealing to a pretty big crowd.
Right. And there's also one called Birdle, Byrdle.
God, this blows my mind.
That relates to choir music.
Choir music?
Yeah. I don't know what choir music is.
Okay.
But maybe it's the Grinch That Stole Christmas choir. That was your opportunity for you to like bust in.
I know I was about to, but I don't know what, for whatever the reason, didn't seem right.
Okay.
Maybe too far removed from Christmas.
Maybe. So those are some other Wordle games.
Man.
Wordle spinoffs.
There's a lot. I don't recall. I think maybe, do you remember Flappy Bird at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is that pre-Angry Birds?
No, that was after the fact.
I never got into the Angry Birds either.
Yeah, it was a bird that was flying through the air, and you had to like tap it to. It got really, really difficult, but ended up with a ton of different clones too. And then this Wordle is probably, sheesh, I can't recall something more ripped off in recent memory. But it's pretty good. I recommend.
Yeah.
And so far, I'm just staying strong with the one at Power Language. the Wordle when you search your Google or your DuckDuckGo, the first result there. If you want to be able to share your grid with other people and for it to make any kind of sense, kind of need to use the original one, right?
So you're not using an app then?
No, just go to the website.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, you can go to the website on your phone and do it that way. It's not an app. Kind of weird,
Gotcha.
right? People like using websites on their phones.
Yeah,
Wild.
weird.
Yeah. Kate, do you care about the M&M characters? You see the M&M characters are going through some changes?
I think I briefly heard about this, but I don't think I have strong feelings one way or another.
For example, the green M&M and the brown M&M will have a more friendly relationship. Yeah, quote, force supporting women, together throwing shine and not shade. Because I guess they were kind of sassy toward each other, or they were at odds in some of these commercials.
Okay.
Huh. This one probably stands out the most to me. The orange M&M, who has an anxious personality, will, quote, embrace his true self, worries and all. But the orange M&M's shoelaces will now be tied to represent his cautious nature. According to Mars, the orange M&M is one of the most relatable characters with Gen Z, which is the most anxious generation. And they also sawed off the heels on one of them. One of the M&Ms is now wearing like sneakers instead of high heels.
I think that's the green one, right?
Is that right? Okay, maybe the green one.
I think so.
Yeah, you're right. Green M&M's redesigned cool, laid-back sneakers to reflect her effortless confidence.
There was a Super Bowl commercial, I don't know, in the last couple of years. I don't want to say it was last year, where they all had I think it was the caramel M&M. Maybe they were debuting those, where the orange M&M, maybe it was David Cross who was the voice of it.
Okay.
Like they had famous voices for the M&Ms in a Super Bowl commercial. And Janine Garofalo used to be the green M&M.
And not so much.
I don't know if she does it anymore. And I think the red M&M was supposed to sound like John Lovitz at the beginning, but I don't know if he does anymore.
Currently, only the brown M&M has a prefix, Ms. Brown, on the M&M website. I guess the main point is they're trying to de-emphasize the various genders of the M&Ms. And they'll also have imagery of M&Ms of all shapes and sizes, moving away from only one body size. Now, remember, it seemed like when the M&Ms came to life before, there was it the red M&M and then the yellow peanut M&M?
Red was plain and yellow was peanut. Yep.
And so now there's going to be all kinds of different shapes and sizes of the illustrated, the animated M&M.
I guess because, they could be a caramel M&M, which is really round. The almond. What other M&Ms are there?
Peanut,
yeah.
Peanut butter.
Oh, gosh, peanut butter. Yum.
I have not had these caramel ones. I'm not sure if I've ever seen them in the wild.
They're in a blue package, and they're so good.
Recommended.
Yes. Yes, and yes.
Good to know. No, you just reminded me that last week there was a day where I needed to dip into the reserve, so I had to go to the vending machine and get a Snickers bar out of there. And I put my $2 in there because they want $1.50.
Yikes.
Yeah. I select the Snicker, it falls down, and then I don't hear any change come out. And I was like, what? And then it flashed sold out on the vending machine, and then it spit out $2 worth of quarters, so I ended up getting the Snickers for free.
Nice.
Yep.
That makes it better.
Yeah, I almost got greedy because there was the second to last Snickers, and there was one left behind it that was barely hanging on. It looked like it was about ready to fall off, which I think is what triggered the sold out indicator.
Right.
But I didn't feel the need to shake the vending machine to try to break it free.
That was my next question. Yep.
Yeah, I've kind of moved past that. I don't know if I'm just worried that I'm less likely to recover from a vending machine toppling over on me or what. So they say you're more likely to get struck by a vending machine than by a shark?
I think that's correct.
Yeah, and that's with 0 vending machines in the ocean.
Or lose a fight to a vending machine versus lose a fight to a shark. Yeah.
Smash. So I figured someone else might want to shake it out of there, so I left it.
That's almost like paying it forward for your free Snickers.
I like to think so.
Yeah.
Any more on M&Ms?
I love them.
You love them?
Yep. I've been rationing my M&Ms.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You have some at home?
I do.
Dangerous.
I do. And I look at the labels. I'm like, well, I can have 12 peanut M&Ms and get 4 grams of protein and only 140 calories. Or I could have 32 plain M&Ms, no protein, and 140 calories. Yeah. I do M&M math a lot.
So you were talking about the first math you did with peanut M&M, and the second one was with regular M&M?
Mm-hmm.
And which do you prefer?
I do love them both, but I'll probably pick peanut M&M over plain.
Yeah, me too.
But the idea of having more M&Ms, I like that too.
Do you have a bunch of varieties at home?
I have peanut and plain at home. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You mix them together?
No.
Separate?
They came separate, so we'll keep them separate.
Do you ever... I find it can be kind of nice to chase some M&Ms or mix some... you can mix almonds in with your M&Ms, you know?
Oh, I do love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like almonds and M&Ms or popcorn and M&Ms.
Oh, yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, we've talked about popcorn M&M before, which I don't think I've tried, but that does something that'd be really good.
Yeah, especially when you do your Tabasco popcorn. I bet you that's really good. The sweet and the spicy.
Yeah, that's a good point. I just got some new Tabasco the other day. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Since I can't find it at Sam's, I had to just go ahead and order it. I just went ahead and ordered it through Target or Walmart or something.
We're getting pretty low on our second ginormous bottle of Sriracha, so it's about time to hit up Sam's and get 2 giant bottles of Sriracha.
Right. Get the 2-pack.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I just prefer the Tabasco, you know?
Yeah.
Especially on popcorn, because you can splash Tabasco. Whereas I've tried using Sriracha on it before, and it's just kind of...
Makes it soggy.
Yeah, it's kind of a gooey mess.
Yeah. There's something about... Does Tabasco have more of a vinegar base?
Yeah, so if you look at the side of Tabasco, it's like salt, vinegar, red pepper, water, something like that. It's very, very simple. If you look at the side of your Sriracha, there's all kinds of weird words you never heard of.
Sounds like you're shaming my Sriracha right now.
Kind of. I'm not so much
Well,
Sriracha shaming you as I am Tabasco praising myself.
I just don't like the vinegar in Tabasco. I feel like it comes out really strong.
Okay. Yeah, I've never really noticed it. I've always felt that Sriracha makes things taste like Sriracha. And I feel like Tabasco has a more understated kind of taste to it, but I could just be full of it. This could just be Tabasco blinders I've got on.
Quite possibly.
All right, Kate, the other day, National Weather Service tweeted, it's almost February. Check out the outlook for St. Joseph, Missouri. So temperature outlook and precipitation outlook. All right. I find these kind of things thrilling. What about you, Kate?
Oh, edge of my seat excited, Matt. Tell me more.
Okay. So it feels like they almost copped out because for both the temperature and the precipitation outlook, they pretty much have equal chances of near normal, above normal, or below normal temps, with better chances of being warmer than normal south of us. So once you get down to more like the middle part of Kansas, Missouri, that part of the border, and they say, what's normal? So for February 1st, which is nearly here, February 1st is, looking at the calendar, Tuesday? Yeah. It is normally 39 on February 1st. By the 15th, it's 43. And by the 28th of February, it's 48, Kate. So we're warming up. Aren't you excited?
Get out your sunscreen.
That's right.
It's going to be a heat wave.
Yep. Did you know... February 1930, on February 24th, 1930, the temperature rose to a toasty 83 degrees. This is the only time St. Joe has ever seen the 80s in February.
That does not surprise me, because in 2012, in Kansas, on February 22nd, it was like 80 degrees.
A very memorable day in your life, huh?
Well, it was the day after I had a baby.
Oh,
And it was really cold the day I had the baby. And the next day it was 80 degrees, but it was also like 40 miles per hour wind. So like if you went outside, you were going to go blow away.
Yeah, the baby flies out of your hands. No, my baby.
Yeah. So I know it was 80 degrees and then like the next week it snowed. So I was like, how in the world? No.
But this time around, National Weather Service thinks that for the month of February, we have equal chances of near normal, above normal, below normal temps, and same thing with precipitation. Get hype. I'm more excited just with the general more sunlight, because we've been getting more and more as time goes by.
I agree. I just feel like these kind of temps in February are just a tease because it's supposed to get like warmer and warmer, but it feels like March is like, ha ha ha, not yet. It's going to be cold and it could still snow.
Oh, you mean these one-off days where we've been getting? Is that what you're saying? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be excited, but I know that March is still right behind it. You know what I mean?
No, because it can still snow in March?
Yeah, because these are great days. Spring is coming. Nope. March is like, suck it. It's going to snow.
Wow.
It's cold.
Yeah. March has its moments.
Maybe I just don't get my hopes up in February. More like around April that I'm like, all right, spring, come on. Give me some sunshine.
Well, I told you how I learned, the great phrase, the good thing about being a pessimist is you can be pleasantly surprised.
True.
Yeah,
True.
A friend of mine told me that one. Yeah, pretty good. Optimistic take on being a pessimist.
Optimistic pessimist.
Yep.
There you go. Maybe that should be a t-shirt.
That'd work. Where you don't talk to me until I've had my Matt and Kate coffee mug while you're wearing your shirt that says optimistic pessimist.
That's right.
Yep.
Matt, you're not much of a wine drinker, right?
I have lately thought maybe I should aspire to drink some more wine or give wine a shot. I know you're a fan.
I do love wine.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to branch out to like some chilled wines?
I'm open-minded. I'm trying to be open-minded in general.
Okay. So I'm not a huge fan of chilled wine. I'm not saying I don't love it, but especially in the winter months, I love a good red, room temperature, dry red wine. Okay. Martha Stewart came out and said, hey, it's okay to put ice in your wine. Which I know lots of people who do that because they like a chilled wine.
Yeah,
but I've never been like, ooh, that's bad etiquette. Or, ew, you shouldn't do that. It's just not for me. But if you like the ice in your wine, fill it up, sister.
Now, why wouldn't you just take it out of the fridge? Or is it just to keep it colder longer?
Well, maybe if you're at someone's house and they're not serving it chilled.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or you're somewhere and it's not chilled. So you go, or if it's not cold enough, like a Chardonnay, and you're like, oh, it's not cold enough. I'm going to throw a couple of cubes. And it's not like fill it to the top with ice and then pour your wine over it. If you like that, that's great. But some people just throw a couple of cubes in there.
So Martha Stewart has come out and said it's okay to do this.
It's okay to do it because she used to not do that and discourage it because it would, quote unquote, damage the wine. Like it would be like a slap in the face to the winemakers. You're not supposed to add ice because that's, yeah. But then she said she was working with a winemaker, 19 Crimes. And he said, no, it's okay. Everybody, we're not going to get insulted. We know the taste, the flavor, and the finesse is there. So Martha said, okay. He says it's okay, so add your ice. And Martha Stewart, good friends with Snoop Dogg.
That's what I was about to say. Go on.
Who teamed up with 19 Crimes. Last year before? It was actually, year before, because I think I got it at Christmas 2 years ago. It's a pretty good wine. But now Martha Stewart is coming out with her own 19 Crimes.
Is his face on this bottle of wine that you're talking about that you had a couple of years ago? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And so I'm thinking Martha's face is going to be on it. It's called Martha's Shard. And it's 19 Crimes. And it'll be sold nationwide starting February 1st, $12 a bottle. Now, 19 Crimes started out with mugshots of historical criminals. Like, we may not know who they are, but you could get the 19 Crimes app and you could put the phone over the label on your bottle.
Oh, okay.
And it tells you the whole story
Gotcha.
behind their crimes and why they were arrested. And
so we're going to hear about Martha Stewart's like financial crimes?
well, I mean, we didn't do it with Snoop Dogg because I feel
No?
like, well, everybody knows. But now I feel like we need to get that app again so we can hover over Martha Stewart's bottle.
They didn't feature a Snoop Dogg? I assume Snoop Dogg has been arrested before, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Figured they would have mentioned that.
Well, I haven't done we didn't do the app over the Snoop Dogg bottle.
Oh, well, I thought you had said that they didn't do it on the Snoop Dogg bottle.
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
Yeah, because in these historical figures, it's obviously actors who are playing their voices and talking for them.
Oh, it's a narrated experience.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you
okay.
find out what crimes they committed and sent to Australia for theft or blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you get the bottle of wine and then you get like a little podcast in there.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay.
Well, much shorter than a podcast.
Sure. Yeah.
Vignette.
I said a little podcast, miniature,
Okay.
micro podcast, microcast. I don't know. I just figured they'd pull up a Wikipedia or something.
No,
No.
it is actually interactive and
All right. So the most important thing to know, though, is that Martha Stewart says, after previously saying no, she now says it's okay to put ice in your wine.
right.
I think she had said that she didn't in the past, but is it possible she's smoking weed with Snoop Dogg?
Oh, 100% possible.
And that's why this has happened.
100% possible.
Now, last check, she wasn't, though, right? Didn't she say she doesn't partake or?
Oh, I don't think I've heard her deny it. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought once upon a time that was the case.
I would think that she's going to say maybe don't dunk your Cheetos in your wine, but
No.
I don't know. The name of her wine, though, is Martha's Shard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you think that sounds kind of like Martha's Shank?
Oh, I thought it sounded something dirty.
Oh,
You know, like look up Martha's Shard on Urban Dictionary, and it's probably going to be unfortunate.
oh, I thought it sounded like a prison weapon.
A shank, yeah, I think of like shard sounds kind of like shart.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's where it came from. I don't know. I
Okay.
think I'm allowed to say that word.
I think you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Martha says, drop an ice cube or two. You're good.
Okay. Put it into your wine.
New research shows that drinking red wine might reduce your chances of contracting COVID-19. People who consumed 5 or more glasses of red wine in a week had 17% lower risk of catching the virus.
Okay.
And then at the bottom, it was like, but this is only for wine. People who drink any amount of beer or cider were 28% higher risk of COVID. And people who drank 5 or more glasses of spirits each week also had an increased risk. So anyone who drank in excess didn't fare well. People who drank double these amounts had a higher risk across the board. So maybe not.
Wait, so they're still saying wine is good for you, but the other ones aren't?
Yeah.
Just sounds like it was financed by Big Wine.
High content of polyphenol, which is known to help
Okay.
with the flu and other respiratory conditions. See? Red wine all the way around. So good for you.
Yeah. Directly indicates veins. There it goes.
Yes. Can I get that pumped in? Thank you. But speaking of which, I survived dry January with that Chiefs game the other day.
Yeah.
Like, if any game was going to drive me to drinking, it would have been that game, and I stayed dry.
Except the next game. When's the next game? Sunday?
Sunday.
Which is the 30th. So you got one more game to make it through
I know.
to pull off a successful dry January. Good job, Kate.
Well, it's early.
Hey, if you managed on the Chiefs game over the weekend.
Right. I might just call it a day early.
Oh.
I might call it a day early so that I can enjoy the Chiefs game because it's an early game. So it's not like a night game where you're like, oh, I'm going to pay for it if I.
It's an early game, therefore it has a dry January exemption?
It's an early game so that I'll actually get to bed on time and not worry about if it were a primetime game and breaking dry January to pay for it the next day. Like, I don't think I'm going to pay for it the next day if I drink early in the day.
Right, and then you can rehydrate. It's fair.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
But then don't you feel like you'll Don't you think you'll put an asterisk next to your dry January?
Maybe. But I think people who know me know I'm a Chiefs fan, and they're like, I'm surprised she didn't start earlier. So they'll be impressed that I made it to 30 days.
I'm sure you can find some calendar that has January with 30 days and February with 29 or something like that. You can do some kind of math.
Well, if I want to get super technical, I mean, I did stop drinking on New Year's Eve about 7 p.m. So,
okay.
I mean,
meaning that if you wait until 7 p.m.,
I don't know. It felt like it made sense for a second, but no.
Whatever it takes to rationalize drinking, Kate.
I know.
Whatever it takes for you to rationalize.
And I feel like it's just this week that I've been like, okay, I'm done with dry January.
Getting thirsty.
Yeah.
Kate's getting thirsty.
It's been some tense couple of days this week, and I'm just like, all right, this is when I want the red wine. This is when I want to have a glass. And
you think you'll make it till Sunday?
Yes.
Okay. Stay strong.
Sunday, I make no promises, but I can make it to Sunday.
All right. I'm not going to give you any crap.
Well, kind of sounds like it.
Well, Sunday is the 30th. All right, 31st is Monday. No, I was just trying to help you talk through. I don't want to. Giving you crap is one thing. Helping you talk through it is another.
Right.
And so that's why I thought it might be helpful to say, now, are you going to put an asterisk next to your dry January if you were to break dry January early due to the Chiefs? So I thought maybe I was being helpful, but maybe not.
Yeah, I think that kind of was like, oh, it's not the same because it's got an asterisk instead of like, wow, good job, 30 days.
No, that is good. That is
down
good.
the crapper because of the Chiefs playoffs.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it's not like I made a promise to anybody else. If I go a day early, the only person I'm letting down is myself.
Yeah, that was my point.
Yeah.
Didn't want you to hold it against yourself.
That was encouraging. You're just letting yourself down, Kate.
Yeah, don't worry. You're just letting yourself down.
It's just yourself, Kate. Nobody else. Just you. Just you.
Just you.
And aside from pregnancies, I've gone longer than 30 days of sobriety.
Yeah.
I feel like it's important to say aside from pregnancies because those were a long sobriety span.
Yeah, don't count.
Yeah, but it was a good time to reset, and now I'm thirsty. So
do you think you'll drastically change your approach to drinking when you get back up and running?
I do. And I also think the time of year helps too. And I think running helps as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting up and running almost every morning. So I was not doing that during the holidays. And I had more social things during the holidays. And I was stressed during the holidays. And so,
sure.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be drinking in February like I was in December. That's for sure.
Okay. When's your run? When's your race that you're doing?
Easter weekend, April 24th-ish.
All right. So that means you would have to, if you want to feel good and be able to run every day, you would have to kind of keep yourself in check still for at least a few months, huh?
Right.
And how's your pacing? How are you doing? You look like you're going to make it?
The schedule's got me a little nervous. That's for real. But so far, I hit 4 miles last week. And so this week, I'm supposed to hit 5 miles. And my 4-mile run was really hard, and I wanted to quit. And I fixed my shoes. I stretched. I went to the bathroom. I blew my nose. Like I had all these times where I got off the treadmill where I feel like I could have quit. And I didn't. And I finished, and it wasn't great time.
Sure.
Because I feel like I got every bit of that 4 miles. But I did a whole lot more running than walking. And I think as long as I pay attention to my body and just like, okay, you're going too fast, slow down, and you can go farther. And I've had some successful runs after the 4 miles. So I think I'm starting to turn that corner.
Nice. Are you trying to remind me, you're doing a half marathon?
I am.
Wow.
Yeah, 13.1.
Better you than me.
And normally I would have a schedule like back in the day when I was running halves. I would start my schedule like 16 weeks out or 20 weeks out. And that would give me a little bit of grace period. And instead, I started with like a 13 week. And I'm like, okay, jump right in at 3 miles. We haven't ran in forever, but let's do it. So it took me a minute to get to that 3 miles. And so just keep the momentum going.
That's right. Go get them.
Yeah.
Are you going to make so the Chiefs play on Sunday, and then is the Super Bowl 2 weeks after that?
Yes.
If they were to advance?
Yes.
Okay. So are those going to be the only days you allow yourself to have a beverage?
Well, my schedule, I've been doing my schedule so that I run on Saturday mornings.
Okay.
So I'm not drinking on Friday nights, but I might drink on a Saturday night, you know?
Yeah, I guess my point was if the Chiefs play on, this coming Sunday and then again on Super Bowl Sunday, would those both be drinking days and then affect a potential Monday run?
Possibly. I might have to look at how I might have to run on Sunday so that I can have Monday off.
There you go.
Yeah. Might have to do some finagling there.
There you go. Well, it's very important you're doing all this scheduling. I just, might walk by the fridge and go like, oh, okay, time for a drink.
All right. Beer 30.